Hello, everyone. Today we're going to continue our series on cargo, the 3-ton seizure, and this would be number 5. So, the first reports come out through the media of this such load. The information that they were given is what is given to them. At this point, they have no way to actually investigate the actual shipment, investigate the facts because of the fact that that facility is always locked down. And you have to get invited in. You just can't walk into the facility. It's a big facility, so they have their entrance and exits, and that includes all employees and all employees for that facility. You have to realize that there's maintenance, there's housekeeping, there's IT, and then there's the actual agency, which is customs and agriculture, I should say, too, because of what's being imported. So the initial report comes out that the tanker was flagged due to its inconsistency and overweight of the entire tanker truck and the actual semi pulling it, correct? So that right there, we're off to a bad start. That's physically impossible. Physically impossible, especially for a supervisor to take his time to go weigh this tanker. They're trying to push traffic so they get off to a good start so no traffic jams will start going. So I'm telling you right now that they're off with a bad start because weighing that truck was probably the last thing they actually did before opening it up. So we're already off in a bad foot. We already started off with lies already. Second, that the actual driver was released due to the duration of of how the seizure was going. Like I mentioned earlier videos, it was going to take time to execute the actual this load. It was going to take some time because you have to make phone calls to mechanics, you have to make phone calls to hazmat. You have to make numerous calls before you start the extraction of the contraband because you don't know what it is yet. It could be many things. It could be a lot of different things. So that's strike 2 for the initial report. And at this time, the newspaper, because there was newspapers back then, newspaper actually wanted to print this out as fast as it can, so it could be the first ones, of course. And LA Times got their first report due to the fact that they're based out of California, so it would be cordial to give them a call because don't forget they have to always conduct business with each other. So why would you not give the LA Times the first dibs so that when they need a favor or you need a favor, they can help you out? So this report was very short and to the point. And that's fair. That's fair to say. They got the report out there. They did not make any false accusations. They didn't insinuate anything. They're just going off the facts that were given to them by the press secretary for customs, and they do have one. Just like every other agency, they have a representative that could only speak to the press, and that's basically his whole duty. And it's not an easy duty either. It's not an easy duty because just like they report big seizures, they have to report on negative stuff for the agency. So it's not always good news, for them to actually show the face for the actual customs. They're the face for the actual agency. So it could be a hard time for them at some points. So now, when we continue this on number 6, there's going to be a certain agent that makes accusations of this particular port director being corrupt, seen having lunch with known cartel members, that he makes accusations of a certain person's business card used as a get out of jail ticket. There's accusations of this port director actually having authorized this actual shipment, that his name was actually on it. He's going to falsify memos, and he has all this information with the help of two informants. These two informants are identified. These two informants are actually assaulted. One of them actually being attacked and dying a very, very brutal attack, which led to his death. The other one was actually stabbed multiple times to the point of almost dying, but did not die. One thing in Mexico, I'm not saying that it does not happen, but in Mexico, they're being stabbed to the point of almost dying. No, you're going to die. You're going to not walk away. You're not going to be rescued. You're not going to be revived. You're not going to, all this is not going to happen. So that's a lie right there in itself, right there. The second one, the one that died a brutal death, I'm pretty sure this person did die a brutal death, but not because he was an informant for this agent. This agent had no means of supporting an actual, an asset, an actual, what would you call the inside man in a cartel? Basically a spy for the cartel. No, you're just, they don't work for free. They do not work for free. And this agent did not have the means to actually support by with money to this particular person. It doesn't happen. So as an informant, there is no way that this actual agent was able to pull it off like that. And now with my experiences with actual informants, it was cringy. It was actually very, very uncomfortable um, to do my part. And I'll give you an example. While working the actual northbound pedestrian in a port, a couple of times, at least, I know, two times. Two times. That's all that happened. Just twice. And basically, they have a special agent's business card, and and they walk up to you in front of everybody in pedestrian, not risk. They're actually risking their actual cover by introducing themselves and asking for a certain special agent. At that time, you just have to take it for what it's worth. The way I handle it personally, I saw the actual agent's business card. I told him, put it away. Walk, just walk this way. I showed him where to walk, and I take him to a back room. After I get to the back room, just a quick pat down. You don't pat him down before you go in there because you want to get this actual element out of the public eye. Public eye. You never know who's watching, and you never know who might tell somebody down south that they saw so-and-so person walking up to an agent and then walking to the back. That is a big red flag. So you want to get that element out of the public eye into the back office. And in the back office, they'll be walk up to the back to meet with that agent. But you never want to leave that person waiting around. You never do. You never, never, never do. In addition, you don't know what corrupt agent can be connected to that certain person. That's another precaution you got to also take. Like I've said in other videos, their counter intel is superb and it's to the point, and they're very, very skilled when it comes to counter intel. So now, this particular agent that's making these accusations on the sport director, he apparently had proof with these two individuals. These two individuals are now out of the picture. And so far, one of them passed away, the other one's critically injured. I'm telling you right now, these individuals were named by name, and I'm pretty sure that they died a horrible death. One of them did, and the one did get hurt, but not for being informants for this particular agent. Okay? So now we got that out of the way. This supposedly get out of jail free card that this individual director was issuing out, there was no found proof of that actual taking place. He might have gave some business cards away because that's what he's allowed to do that. But to use it as a get out of jail free, nah, no way, because they would have to actually present it into a inspector that is in on it to allow that. And the risk would be high because 9 out of 10, they would have made the call to the inspector general or to the internal affairs just to clear their own name of involvement. Okay, that's going to conclude part 5. And we're going to name this inspector, the one who made the accusation, we're going to name him Inspector P as in Paul, for the fact that he went to the press, to numerous press, and on the next, on actual number part 5, how he actually duped an investigative journal newspaper. Bad. He set him up really, really bad, and he made everybody look bad. So, this will continue. This will conclude 5. So, I'll try to link the actual newspaper article to this actual this video. I tried doing number 4. I was not able to. So, number 6 will come out shortly. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe and to like. Thanks, guys. Bye.